Right. Okay. Yay. All right. I I apologize. Between the computer crash and I tried to work on and I don't even know if this is being recorded, so hopefully it is because it's from the phone app and I can't do anything else. I don't even know if the music is playing in the background, but my computer crashed. I tried to use my older computer, but it's not working for whatever reason, and it just technology, man. You would think that it would be easier, but it's not. Maybe I have to do it differently. I think I may try to do Blog Talk Radio instead of doing YouTube because it's not very friendly using. There's too many issues. Whereas Blog Talk, you can tune in and it's a radio, so you still be able to get it live, but you're just not going to have a visual of anything else. Okay, so let's just get going. Again, we always seem to be starting a little bit later, but I guess that's the way we go. The nice things about the phone is I can see all of you guys and all your comments, so that's easier and makes it easier for me. Do let me know right now before we get going if there is any problem with the audio. If the music you can hear or not hear, but I'm not even going to mess with it, so just hang in there. If there's no music, I apologize. We're just going to do it without. Okay? So again, my name is Simona. It's nice to see you. For those of you that are going to be tuning in later, this is going to be just loaded with energy anyway. I appreciate everybody joining tonight, and I hope everybody is able to join and be in the energy anyway. So we're going to go ahead and start calling on our beautiful beings, all our angels, and all our galactic friends, because I know they want to be here tonight, and also any entities, any beings of light that we may need and necessary, and anyone who's been guiding us. Let's all just take a nice deep breath. We're going to go right into it. It's likely that you may hear me burping, and I apologize. I burp both for people who join, who are actually joined, the one that you're going to join in the future. Oh, thank you, Dan, for letting me know that we're probably going to do without music. I think it interferes with the phone, and I don't think I want to just mess with it. I just want to get the meditation. All right, so let's focus on that. So anyway, also yawning. Now for you as well, just want to let you know, because we are doing such a deep detox, to allow for any sneezes, cough, stretching, yawning, any kind of movement. Your physical body is going to want to stretch, is going to want to release, and it will release the way the physical body knows, and that's by being triggered by all kinds of things that the physical body knows how to do. So that's like yawning, like wanting to cough and wanting to open up in some ways. So even now, at least I'm getting very, very warm. So I know we're going to be clearing a lot of stuff. And for some of you, for those of you who are mostly galactic, may get cold and some shivers. For those of you that are connected to the magic realm, like fairies, dragons, and also the earth realms more, that you've been here for a bit longer than others, you may get very, very warm. You may also experience chills. You may experience pain. If you're getting pain that is unbearable and you feel like breaking from the meditation, you can shoot a note here, and I will tune into you and clear you. I may not call your name because I don't want to disrupt the flow of the meditation for tonight. Again, I will try and get to you, to you as to the best of my ability if you're having any kind of issues. All right, so again, the other thing is that I hope I'm asking angels to help us stay online for the whole time, because I cannot, with the phone, I cannot connect directly to the internet. So it is Wi-Fi, and that sometimes, like last time, that we kept losing connection on and off. That was because of that. I see that there is more of you that joined, so thank you so very much for being here again. So let's start with making an agreement that we are agreeing to provide and relinquishing all our bodies to all the beings that are going to be coming in tonight, and to providing the clearing. And we're going to start by taking a nice deep breath. And in a deep breath, I want you to also try and relax all your muscles. Start from the head to the toes and relax all the muscles as much as you can. I'm already clearing you guys. All right, so start with the head and tell your head to just ask it to relax and go to sleep and feel good, and to allow it to just be free of any thoughts, of any limitations, any fears. There's always a lot of thoughts that crowd our mind, our thoughts, our brain, and everything that we do. And I want you to also go down into your ears and allow for the ears to be relaxed, to be open. To anything that needs to be released from the ears. Let's move down to the throat and just ask that the throat to be cleared, and to remove any kind of words that were not being spoken, that we were not willing to speak, and any words that we were not willing to say, any truth that we were not willing to say about ourselves or others. And just go ahead and let go of that. There you go. Perfect. Let's move down into the chest and the heart as well. And let's release that beautiful heart of ours and see it as multifaceted as it is, as expanded and beautiful and loving as we are. We are truly loving being, capable of love, to love many over many lifetimes. We move down into the solar plexus. We're just going to get rid of any limitations that we may have believed of ourselves, of not being good enough, of not having done enough, or not having been enough for someone, or not having met someone's expectations or our own. And just let go of that, because it's not necessary. It isn't who we really are. It isn't what we really have to do. Yes, sometimes it's the right thing to do, but we are not beyond. We're not just in this life, we're beyond. We're being of enormous lifetimes. We're infinite. And that might not help with whatever you're dealing with right now, but at the same time, it can provide a different perspective. So let's let go of that. Let's not hold on to things that really don't matter in the long run. Let's move down to the root chakra and also let go of any kind of limitations, any fears that are also residing there, associated to feeling of not feeling safe, of not being able to have boundaries, not being able to holding on to our boundaries, stating our boundaries. That creates so many fears, and it triggers all centers for acceptance, love, safety, and trust, especially of self. Those are really the building block of who we are and what will help us deal with everyday life and with most major traumas or even minor traumas. Even though we don't have those building blocks to begin with as young children, but we are here to learn that at whatever age we may be able to learn. We're going to go down to the feet, and now we're going to start by recalling. Actually, we're going to clear our bodies first of any energy that does not belong to us. So we're going to ask for the wave of energy to actually flow out of us from our feet down into the earth or the energy grid. It's not necessarily going to the earth and other people, just going into the energy grid to be eliminated. There you go. We're almost done with that. Just waiting to feel that everybody's good. And we're going to ask for the fairy to just go down our feet and our ankles, and they're going to bathe our feet with loving energy to open our feet. We are so disconnected from the earth, from walking with shoes all the time, and having always a barrier between ourselves and the actual earth and Mother Earth, that we disconnect from it very often. And we are supposed to be in symbiosis with the earth and with the cosmos, and almost like an in-between man. And oftentimes we get so much energy to come in, but we're not sending it out. So we're interrupting the flow by having shoes, but also by having inability to move forward, inability to see, to move forward, whether it's through sight, to thought, to through words. There's many different ways of not wanting to move forward, holding on to a belief that, but this is the way I am. This is always the way I've always been. That's a limiting belief that does not allow you to move forward, and that can create static down at the bottom of our feet, and then usually creates a lot of lower back pain, a lot of knee pain, and a lot of ankle pain. So just keep in mind, it doesn't take much for us to create limitations and blockages within ourselves. We do it every day. It does take dedication to remember and to correct ourselves and check. But it's, again, it's also to be forgiving and to forgive ourselves for even if we're not able to do it, because we didn't grow up knowing to do that. So we're just learning it along now. So now that the fairy have done their job and opened and put all these beautiful beads of light all around our feet, which is just magnificent. And you can do that for the rest of your body if you want at any other time. And even now we can ask them to do so. We're going to also ask for beads of light that belongs to us. So the parts of our souls and our energy that we gave voluntarily or involuntarily to others or to situations, we're going to ask for that to be returned and to come back to us in a very clean and pure way. So free of impurity or any other person's energy. We're going to ask it to come back to us now. It's going to come in as if it's beads of lights, and it's going to reintegrate ourselves. And it's going to be feeling like a nice, there you go. And you feel it coming up from the legs up towards your torso and your head, and it just feels so good. And I know we haven't done this in a long time. And it just feels like going home. You're coming home. Your own self is coming home to you. We often do that when we give power to others, especially when one way to give power to others is when we limit ourselves into telling someone something because we're afraid of hurting their feelings. And in doing so, we may disrupt the balance of power of both masculine and feminine. And we become the enabler for someone to continue a behavior because we're afraid of hurting their feelings instead of becoming a teacher. And that's giving your power away. You automatically give permission to the other person to be stronger and overcome you, instead of you teaching them to provide a lesson for them to learn and to understand, even if they may get upset in the process. Well, that's for them to deal with, okay? So now that you know that, we're just going to move on to the next step. We're almost done. I guess they're actually giving me warning because some of you, they're still collecting their parts of themselves. So we're just going to wait for that. Okay. So the first thing we're going to do a 3-layer, so a 3 parts kind of thing. At least looks that way so far. We'll see how you do with this first part. Now we're just going to want us to see ourselves in our beautiful energetic self. You want you to see yourself as a beautiful layer being with like shells of bodies within each other. And at the core there's your physical body, which is the least advanced, whereas your outermost layer is the most advanced energetic part of yourself. So visualize that. See yourself as these beautiful multi-layer being. There may be thousands of layers, and that's all good. We're all connected. We're just going to ask for all our layers, all ourselves, to be completely in alignment at this time. And we're going to line all the meridians, so you may feel like energy being pulled tight toward the center of your being. just going to wait for that to happen so that we're just really aligned, and just continue seeing yourself as this beautiful being of light. And we are going to start our journey by seeing a pool of water in front of us, and the water is colored. The first layer is yellow color. Now this is the integration of energy. So we're going to go into integrate our body with the yellow vibrational hue, and anything that resonates with yellow, which is both learning, intelligence, self-esteem, power, knowledge, and intuition as well, intention, and manifestation. So I want you to see yourself swimming in this energy, in this beautiful beam of light. I can feel it feels like this very soft energy just flowing all through our body, just really caressing it. And you'll know when you've had enough of that. And the water we're gonna get out of, you're either gonna feel being drawn to get out of that pool and to go to the next one, or the water is just gonna change automatically into a red color. So we're going to go into a red vibrational hue, and anything that has to do with the color red and the ray of healing of the red color, which is to do with the root chakra as well, with strength and power, destruction, fear and force, power of self, trust of self. So we're going to bring this fire energy associated with the red. You may see some orange in there as well, because I do feel that the sacral and the root chakra are often together. Now this is to nourish your body. Right now we're nourishing, but it's mostly to nourish the physical body because it's the one that is the least advanced and the one that needs the most gentlest of coaching, especially when we are dealing with energy and vibration. Okay, now we're done with the red. We're going to go into a purple-violet color. And then you may see yourself step out of a pool and go into another one, or the water will just change around you. Now this is a much more intense vibrational color. It has to do with the third eye and the crown chakra and the higher realms. So this is angelic connection, channeling, intuition again, third eye, confidence in self, confidence in your own words, divinity, identity, and love for self and others. So keep swimming in this beautiful purple color. And just allow for that to continue flowing. Okay, we're now going to get out of that one. We're going to go into a gold color ray. Now this is integration, illumination, and activation. So this is also to rejuvenate and recharge the DNA. There's very, very strong energy. I can hardly keep my eyes open. It's coming in really, really strong. So there's a lot of energy coming in for this one. Some of you may not be able to may need a lot of this, actually, I meant to say. And this is to do with seeing the divinity of yourself and the divine self connected to the God self and your angelic self. So it has to do a lot with who you are and who we think we are and what we feel we want, whether or not we are aware of what it is that we really want in that, and because it's really important to know who we are and what it is that we want, and oftentimes we get distracted about that. So this is an area that affects our head mostly, and the gold always comes in for the head and the neck and the upper chest. This is also to, as I'm hearing right now, is to help with the energy. It's going to come in November, which I'm going to probably tomorrow I'm going to be doing a forecast for that. But The energy of November, at least for the first 10 days, is going to be a little bit harsh. There's a few fractures and a few friction of that energy, and within the earth there is a specific vibration that is interfering. It's probably what is due to the turmoil, also both associated, I felt, with the elections, and also what it means to other governments, and what is going on also throughout the world, and what people are thinking. So there is a much an energy of feeling that people especially feel helpless, so and that there is no way out. There is a lot of that going around right now, at least that I'm sensing, but it doesn't mean that it's the only thing that is going on. So this energy can be felt by others, and we're going to feel it mostly in our heads, so headaches and sinuses, and especially in the third eye and up here this way. And I'm saying this because that's what they want you to know and hear and understand, that we're doing this also to help ourselves not to be affected by these energy that they're coming in because of the way things are at this time. So just allow yourself to let go and release, and be okay that whatever it is coming in, we're all part of it all. We're all connected, and one way or the other, we may affect someone, and someone may affect us, and vice versa. All right, so now we are going to go into a green, excuse me, I was waiting for that, a green pool of water. This is associated with the light color green, the light ray, which is healing. Just gonna have this, again, keep seeing yourself swimming in the water. It's nice and green. Feel it coming in and healing parts of your body that you may be feeling physical pain or any other illness. Direct or allow yourself to be exposed to the area that is physically ill, where you may have some issues, and allow the water to penetrate the area and bring in healing. You may drink it. You may take some with you. So collect a little water and take it with you. You can go back and collect any of the other waters. They're very, very pure, very healing. There you go. Thank you. And the next one we're going to be moving into is blue. This is specifically associated with three beautiful beings, and the first one is Archangel Michael. Archangel, once you get into the water, it feels like you're almost there. He's going to be immersing his sword and his shield. The other being is Metatron, the voice of God. And he's going to be bringing you a message. Whether you hear it tonight or another night, it's a message for you. And then God is going to come in. And God has a hammer. It's the hammer to remove obstacles. This is the hammer of God. We're going to break through illusion and through limitations with that hammer of God. There you go. We're also going to break through, because these illusions and limitations, they create these barriers and these knots in the energy field that allow for energy to get stuck. So we're just going to have that go through. You're in this water. You're being healed and worked on by these three beautiful beings. We're still going to be in there for a second longer. Almost done. Okay, almost there. Something really, really big just moved for some of you, if not all of you. That felt really good. And the next pool of water is pink. And here you find three other beautiful divine beings. And they're the Blessed Mothers. There's going to be Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene, and Kuan Yin. And they have their hands in the water, And they have combs in their hands, and they're going to be combing your energy to smooth it all out, which is truly beautiful. Just allow for that to happen and for that to just show, which is just wonderful. I can just feel it actually on my body. It feels so good. This is the first time I'm actually doing this. Didn't know we could do that. So they have these beautiful magic combs, and they're just combing through our layers of energy to just smooth everything out. And depending upon how we're doing, we may just need to do just one other layer and be done and move on to the next thing, which is really nice. So just to feel the love of these beautiful women, these beautiful mothers. They're using their hands and they're so healing, and they're providing great, beautiful restoration of our bodies, which is great. Smoothing all the beautiful energy out. Okay. Alrighty. So the next part that we can now move on to, that we're ready to go to, is to detox. And then with this one, we're going to actually focus mostly on the physical body, because the physical body holds on to so much. So we're going to do something great. I want you to see yourself from getting out of those beautiful pools of water. See how sparkly and clean and beautiful you are. All your energy is aligned and flowing. All we need to do is get the physical body to be completely detoxed. So I want you to get out of those pools and walking into the next room where there is a magnificent table full of all kinds of foods. And at the table, there's God and all kinds of beings, or whoever you like to see there, as if it was the Last Supper. All the food there, and the water and the drinks, is completely divine, high vibrational food. I'm going to tell you we're going to eat certain things specifically to detox certain aspects of ourselves and body. So find a seat. There you go. Perfect. I can feel you all there. That's great. Jesus is going to come up to you and he's going to offer you water. This is water to clear emotions and to allow for emotions to flow. Drink as much water as you can so that the emotions may flow from the deep crevices of your own self to come up and to release. Drink as much water as you can, or as much as you need. And when you're done with drinking the water, there's going to be some food on the table that you can choose the first thing to eat. To me, it looks like fruit. There may be a piece of fruit, and I see grapes. Now they want you to eat fruit to sweeten your throat. And as you can see, my throat is already acting up as I was saying it, because we're clearing the throat. And we're clearing it with fruit. You may have picked something else, and that's perfectly fine. Eat whatever it is. But we're clearing the throat right now. We're doing a deep detoxing. And whatever it is that you need, whether it's to sweeten your words or to allow the throat to open, to clear it, just take that bite, feel the food going down your throat, and clearing that part and leaving a vibrational trail of energy and love and compassion for self right there. I'm going to feel it nourishing, and I can feel it. It's actually going past the throat, down into the pit of our stomach, and it's going to probably go all the way down to our root chakra, because most issues start from there anyway. Now, Mary Magdalene, at least I'm seeing, she's going to come up and offer you wine to drink. This is to detox the blood, as it's said by the church, although I'm not a church believer. But it is the blood of Christ. But it's more the chemical components of the wine. Again, it is changed, vibrationally changed by these beings. So it doesn't matter what it really is, as long as it does what it's supposed to do. And we're detoxing the blood. And this is where especially pulling away all kinds of chemicals that may be interfering with us feeling well. I can feel that there's a lot of metals or chemicals within the body. Yeah, there you go. They're causing a lot of confusion or disruption to our brain especially. So we're just going to be clearing so we have a much clearer, greater connection to the brain with all our brain synapses. So then we may be able to function better and with clarity. With that, we're also going to move to a next vegetable. To me, they're showing broccoli, but for you, maybe something else. And this may be things that we want to eat in the next few days. Whatever it is that is being given to you for the next aspect, which is actually the kidneys and the bladder. In order for us to continue detoxing our body, we have to have our main cleaner of the bodies are the kidneys and the liver and the spleen at times. So it's really important that we take care of these organs mostly. So go ahead and eat as many broccolis as you can. We're going to clear these beautiful kidneys. And I can feel it's like for them getting fresh air from all the beautiful nutrients in the broccolis, from the iron and the vitamin C and the vitamin D. And they're loaded with calcium. And they're a great source of protein. And wonderful antioxidants. So let's take them all in. And feel it going into your kidneys and clear those kidneys and the bladder as well, and everything that is connected to the urinary tract, which is all the ureter and the urethra. And feel that as if it's a juice, it turns into a green juice that you're drinking, and that it goes right through the kidney, and it's like a pipe cleaner, cleans it all out. We're almost done with that. So the next thing we're going to eat is a tomato salad, like a Greek or Italian tomato salad. So I do see that there is like also cucumbers in it. So mostly it's about tomatoes and cucumbers and parsley. Parsley is a great detoxifier as well. This is going for the liver and the gallbladder. We're going to do something very particular. I want you to imagine the liver, whatever it is that you know about it or not. And there is a little sac behind it is the gallbladder. The gallbladder holds the bile, which is what helps us break down the fats that we introduce in our diet, from what we eat every day. But amazingly enough, the bile is so bitter because it's what's produced, supposedly, by the anger that we hold on to and the resentment. And believe it or not, anger and resentment usually always causes great problems with the bile and with the gallbladder and the liver. So I want you to just kind of go in there and really clean it all out. Ask the gallbladder to release whatever is in there. Feed it this delicious foods of tomatoes and cucumbers, which is very nourishing, and they're also, especially cucumber, is an alkalizing food, so it reduces acidity. It reduces the astringency of things. So let's allow it to just release and do the work it's supposed to do. So if you feel like eating some cucumbers in the next few days, will be great. Not as much as tomatoes, but definitely cucumbers. Okay, but see that gallbladder releasing whatever stuff has been holding on to. There may be some small gallbladder stones or some sludge in there. So let's ask it to excrete and release it into the intestines. That's great. All right, so we're moving on. Now we're done with that. We're moving on to the next thing, which is the small and the large intestines. And with this, I can see that one of the beautiful beings is going to offer you beautiful, delicious yogurt, whether you like it or not, or you're intolerant to it or not. Don't worry, just eat it. It's not going to hurt you. It's loaded with beautiful nutritious parts. I can't think of the name now. They gave it to me before. You know all the lactobacillus and all that stuff. We're gonna regrow the flora of your intestinal tract, which is what actually keeps you healthy and free of infections. If you are concerned about getting colds and flus for this winter, the things that you should do is you should take care of your flora growth in your intestinal tract. And so we are going to eat this yogurt to allow ourselves to clear whatever toxins is also stored in our intestines. So allow for that to just clear and get rid of the sludge that may be also collected in the intestinal tract, so that we may be able to just really clear ourselves. Okay, great. The next thing we're going to do, I can see they're still working on that, but we're going to be doing another thing next because we can do it at the same time. They're going to come over and offer you some pure oxygen. You're going to be taking some deep breaths with this pure oxygen to really expand your lungs and to allow some of this magnificent, nice, high vibrational oxygen to expand throughout your body and nourish every cells that may be starving at this time of nutrients and of oxygen. So let's do that. Take a few nice deep breaths. I can feel that going through. It feels really, really good. I can feel my body expanding, my physical body, and just really taking a nice deep breath on a cellular level. Great. We're now gonna they're gonna offer ourselves something for our joints, and for the joints is actually a mixture, a tincture of some kind. So it's like a cream. They're just gonna place it on the joints that are most painful. They're gonna wrap the joints with this tincture. I feel that there's a lot of lemon in it. And we're just going to have them take care of whatever part of our joints is really painful or is hurting and sore. They're just going to wrap it nicely so that whatever toxins may be there, they're being pulled with our energy. The next thing, the last thing that we're going to do, we're going to be laying in the bed, and they're going to be covering ourselves with an ointment or a cream, and that's to take care of our skin. And in consequence of our hair, of our nails, anything else that we left out, our eyes, teeth. And the last drink they're going to give us is whatever is going to be nourished with whatever else it is that we need at this time that we are lacking. Well, there's vitamins and minerals. We are receiving that at this time. Just waiting for that to be done. Feels really good. Just still hanging in there. It's almost done. I gotta say, I feel so much lighter. It feels so much better. Okay, so at this time we're done with this. You can stay there if you want to, or just otherwise we're going to move to the last section of our detox and integration. We've done the integration and detoxing, but now we just want to see, just see how we are feeling for ourselves. So I just want you to see yourself sitting in a lotus position with beautiful energy at the center, starting at the center of your body, and having this beautiful vortex of energy flowing through, all throughout your body, with every part of you being lighted up You're magnificent and beautiful, supercharged. We're just asking for everything to flow the way it's supposed to be, with all our chakras, all our energy point, all activated and working 100% to their abilities. And one by one, the beautiful beings are going to come in, and they're going to be touching you and activating certain parts of the energy of your body. But what that does is that when they will be placing their fingers on these certain parts of your body, is mostly on the joints, on any energy point and energy keys, it actually fuses these layers together, and it will allow for you to really hold on to this healing and energy for a long period of time. And this is one of the most effective ways to do a detox and integration that will last for a while. So we're going to start with, they're going to come in, and first we're going to do our third eye. So you should feel a lot of pressure on our forehead. And they're placing it both in the front and back and to the sides, and these are key points. We're just seeing, feels as if they're fusing that energy. And as I say that word, I can feel the pressure being intensified. It's like another way to keep things in place. We're going to do the same to the ears and the jaw. So there is a great key points around the ear and the jaw. And also the bridge of the nose. There we go. Now we're going to move down to the chin and to the neck. Awesome. That's really feeling good. That's great. Just going to move down to the shoulders and to every vertebrae of the spine and neck. Feel the pressure as if someone is doing acupuncture around all your spine, and the meridian of both the front and the back, which are in alignment to your shoulders. Great. We're dealing with, we're putting pressure on both the front and the back of the chakra, not just in the front. And now we're doing the solar plexus back, forward and backwards. Clearing that. Again, we're fusing all these energy at this point, going down to the sacral and the root chakra as well, fusing all those energies. Really making it part of ourselves now that you're such a sparkly being. Oh, beautiful. We do the same at the hips joint and the knee joint, at the ankles and your feet. And we're going to have you immerse yourself in beautiful, clear, pristine, sparkly, like diamond water. And as you come out, you're going to dip very quickly in this water and come out. And as you come out, you're going to be wrapped in this beautiful wrap. It's almost like a rebirth. This is a process that usually lasts about anything from 24 to 72 hours, maybe a little bit longer for some. And it is so that whatever you need, and you still need, it will continue. The wraps will come off on their own when they're no longer needed. And it's a beautiful thing. It's like you don't have to worry about anything. They just do it all. You just lay there and just let it happen. So we're almost done with that. All right. At this point, we're going to start coming back to ourselves. I want you to really give your gratitude. You did so well. This was really beautiful, very nice. You all did really, really well. Just come back slowly into your body. Just give it time to just move around, and if you want to, you can continue staying this energy, or you can go back and do this again. You can do it as many times as you want. There is no limits. This is never just you can do this endlessly. So proud of all of you. Thank you so much for being here. If you guys have any comments, you always can leave them, at any point, either through the meetup or through YouTube. I'm deeply grateful for being there. Thank you again for sticking to the troubles of the computer area. And who knows, maybe one of these days is going to be great. It's going to work out good. So, but anyway, lots of love to all, and I'll be seeing you. Have a great, beautiful night until next week, next week is actually going to be a super, super one, which is going to be the manifestation one. That's going to be very intense, very supercharged, and definitely to move things through. And I will be posting probably tomorrow a channeling about the November forecast. Lots of love to all. So happy you were here. Sending you lots of love and energy and healing. Have a good night. Thank you all for being there. Thank you, John.